Yes or no? Anybody who has not started the project still now? Anyone, please unmute and tell.
Sir, for me, sir, Ashwant.
Yashwant has not started. Okay.
Sir, I too haven't started.
Alex also not started. Why, Alex?
Sir, I'll have to get an update from the finance manager regarding the project, sir.
No, project okay. I'm talking internship. You already started, no?
Internship is started, sir.
The internship I'm asking, I'm not asking about project.
Okay. Internship is started.
Yeah. Okay, then who else didn't get?
Sir, Chaitra.
Chaitra?
Sir, I didn't got the internship.
Still not got the confirmation. Okay. Anybody else? Archana? Yeah, Archana, Varsala?
Yes, sir. Even I didn't get, sir.
Then who else? Quickly tell me who else not got. Archana, what about Archana?
Sir, they told today they will update.
But as of now, we didn't get, no?
No, sir.
Yeah, we got a master. For Archana. Anybody else? The total 4 have yet to start the internship. That is actually, you got the, all of you have got the project manual, right? This one? Are you able to see?
Sir.
Yeah. So this project manual is very, very important. It has been already circulated to you. Whatever related to the internship and project, everything is there in this particular report. Okay, got it? So any doubt you have, you can refer this. Okay, even for the format and what has to be added in what chapter, what you have to write, everything is given clearly here. Even how to do the editing, what font should be used and what the size of the font, everything has been clearly mentioned. Okay, so first of all, now we have to do prepare the proposal. In the morning, many students are asking, sir, I want the proposal format. It's very, very sad that already after we giving you the panel, again you are asking, that means you are not gone to the proposal, the manual what is given. Okay, so you have to refer appendix 1. All of you are listening?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so all of you should actually go through the manual, each page, please read. Make time and please read each page. Okay, so the proposal should be having minimum 5 pages and maximum 9 pages. And first page should have the name of the student, registration number, title of the project, all those things should be given. And then these are sub pages what you should have. One is introduction to your topic. What topic you are doing, about that particular topic you have to give introduction. Say for example, you are talking on mutual fund. So to give a introduction about the mutual fund. So it is clearly mentioned here. You can read there what all has to be given in the introduction. Anyway, this you can do it in the main project. But here for proposal, you can just give a small introduction about your topic, maybe for half page to 1 page. And then review of literature. All of you know what is review of literature, right? Yes or no? Review of literature is nothing but you have to go and read the same topic what you are doing, which has been done by the earlier researchers who have done the same topic. Got it? So you have to go there and you have to read. I'm trying to show you few research topics. Okay. See, I'll just show you another article. See, this is one of the article which is structural model for stock volatility and trading volume. This is one of the research articles. So you have to download these kind of research articles and you have to read. Are you getting? You have to read. So your article, what you are downloading should be of your topic, what you are doing. Are you listening? So you are doing study on mutual fund. So you have to download the articles, research articles on mutual fund. Okay. So then you have to read the entire article. Briefly, you go through it, read it. Okay. And then you have to just write one paragraph. Just you have to write one paragraph about your this particular article. Okay. This particular article, you have to write one paragraph. Okay. Are you getting listening? You understand? So these kind of research articles you have to download. Many research articles are freely available. You have to refer Google Scholar. Like how we have just a Google, which is a search engine. Similarly, we have a Google Scholar, one of the search engine for searching the research articles. Are you listening?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So download at least 5 to 8 research articles for your proposal. Okay. For proposal, 5 to 6 or 8 is enough. But for your final project, you have to put at least 25 articles. How many? 25 articles you have to review, and then you have to write the review of 25 articles for the main project, 5 or 6 for your proposal. Is it clear? Literature review, any doubt? Students?
No, sir. No doubts.
Yeah, that is literature review you have to write, and then statement of the problem. What is the problem you are planning to solve? So you have to write the statement of the problem. Okay, I don't think whether I have it. I'll just check if I have. I'll show you. Okay, it's not there. I'll send you the format. I'll send you the sample format. So statement of the problem, you have to write what is the problem you are trying to solve. Okay, that you have to write, and then you have to write the objective of your project. Okay, not your internship, but your project. So minimum should be 3 to 4 objectives should be there. If you want, you can have more than that. So minimum 3 objectives should be framed. Got it? 3 objectives of your project. I'll send you one format, the proforma of another format, research proposal which is prepared by your senior, the earlier batch. I will send you. Any one of you, please remind me. I'll send you that. So you have to give the objectives of your project. Maybe it's, for example, you are doing the topic is your say mutual fund. You are trying to study the mutual fund industry in India. That is one of the objectives. Second objective can be to study different mutual fund schemes offered by various mutual fund companies in India. And third can be to study the risk return, to do analysis of risk return of the mutual fund. So these kind of objectives you have to frame. Are you getting? This is very, very important. Preparing objectives is very important. Are you getting, student? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt means, if you have any doubt, please stop me and please let me know any doubts you have. Okay, so you have to frame minimum 2 to 3 objectives for your project. Minimum 3, maximum can be more than that, based on your topic, what you are choosing. Okay, and then hypothesis. Hypothesis you have to frame again based on your topic and your objectives. Say, for example, you are finding out relationship between risk and return. You have to write null hypothesis. There is no significant relationship between risk and return. And then you have to write alternative hypothesis. Can someone tell me what will be the alternative hypothesis for this risk and return? Anyone?
There is significant difference, sir,
Yeah.
between
There is
risk
a-
and investment.
Yeah, there exists the significant difference between risk and return. So like this, you have to frame objective, minimum one, maximum can be more than that. You should have at least one objective you should have. Okay, based on your topic, it will be done there. Second, understood now, hypothesis framing, any doubt? Any doubt?
No, sir.
This is a very technical paper, so I'll send you one other format, one of your serious one, I'll send it later. I'm not getting that. Hypothesis you have to frame. And next one is methodology. What is methodology means? Anyone can tell me what methodology? That is your research methodology you have to write. Starting from what type of research you are using. Whether yours is descriptive research, analytical research, okay? So what type of research you are using, you have to write. So I think you have to study, right? Different types of research in ARM class. Yes or no? Yes or no? You know, right? Different types of research.
Yes, sir.
Analytical,
Yes, sir.
experimental, yeah. Okay, different types of research. So what type of research you are doing? Okay, you have to write the type of research. And second thing, what is your data? Whether yours is secondary data or first primary data. So listen, so one more important thing. If you are doing a finance project, where you are not using any survey, you are not doing any survey. Apart from survey, all your projects will be secondary data only. Kindly, for the God's sake, please don't write primary data. You write directly, this research will be using only secondary data. Are listening, all of you? You have to write, hope all of you are noting down. Please write down whatever we are discussing. Okay? So you'll be using majority for finance project, you'll be using, except if you're not using any survey. You're not doing any survey to collect the data. Apart from that, all of you will be using secondary data. Okay, so you have to write source of data, that is secondary data, and where you are going to get this data. Whether it is the company's website or the government official website, or you're getting it from any published data, maybe in the journals or magazines. Okay, you have to mention very clearly what is your source of data. Okay, type of research, source of data, you have to mention clearly in methodology. Are you getting? Any doubt till now? Yes or no? Students, please reply. Quickly, if you don't reply, then I'll take long time. I don't have any problem. If you want to find
No,
out
sir.
something early, you please speak. Yeah. Okay, so that is your methodology. You have to write type of research and data you have to write. And second, third, very important, write the statistical tools and techniques what will be using to test your hypothesis. Maybe you're using correlation or you're using ANOVA or you're using any other tools and techniques of statistical tools and techniques you have to mention. So type of research, data sources from where you're getting the data, and techniques you'll be using, the statistical tools and techniques what you'll be using to collect the data, and for analyzing the data you have to mention very clear. And then you have to mention the time period. That means the data what you're collecting, what is the time period, from when to when. Either you're taking 5 years data or 10 years data, you have to mention very clearly from which year to which year. It will be good if you can even mention the month also. From which month of which year to next month of which year. Okay, so the time frame has to be given clearly. So all this will become part of your research methodology. Is it clear? Students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so type of research and source of data, then you have to write the time period, then you have to write the statistical tools and techniques you'll be using. Okay, and next scope of study. What do you mean by scope? Is nothing but the boundary. That means what is your scope? What is that you are covering in your study? See, you cannot cover the entire thing. If you study, it will become a PhD thesis. Okay. So what is your scope? That means what is your boundary? Within this, you'll be studying. Say, for example, you are studying about the, say, mutual fund investors in Bangalore. So your scope will be only investors who are staying in Bangalore, not all over India or not all over Karnataka. Is it clear? So your scope will be the investors only who are staying in Bangalore. And what you are going to study? So you are going to study about the investors' risk and return profile, or you are going to study their earning capacity, or you want to study their investment strategy. So to mention very clearly, you are going to study the investment strategy of the investors who are located in Bangalore city. That is your scope. Do you understand? That is the scope you have to write. Yes or no? Million? Alvin, PJ, understood?
Sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So scope is nothing but what is that you're going to study, and what will be your nothing but your objectives. What is your objectives are fixed? That is become your scope. Okay. So within that boundary you're going to study. So anything beyond that will become your limitation. I mean, anything beyond that will be your limitation. Say, for example, your limitation can be you're not able to cover the all other cities in India. That is your limitation. So whatever study you are doing will be limited only to Bangalore, or limited only to the investors who are living in Bangalore city. That is your limitation. Got it? And next one is operational definition. So you have to write here the important definitions which will come under your topic what you have chosen. Say, for example, you are studying risk return analysis of mutual funds or insurance companies, or you are studying on working capital of your company, or you are studying cash management of your company. Okay, then you have to write the important definitions comes under, say, cash management. You can write definition for cash, a definition for cash management. You can write definition for operating cycle. You can write the definition for liquidity ratio. All these are operational definition. If it is a mutual fund project, you can write what is mutual fund definition, what do you mean by return, what do you mean by risk, what do you mean by NAV, what do you mean by AMC. Okay, so all these important definitions which will come in your project, you have to write the definition. Definition you can get it from any textbook or in the website also you can get it. Got it? That is the operational definition. Is it understood? Did you get it, dear students?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, operational definitions and limitation. So in the limitation, you have to write what is the limitation of your project. That means what you are unable to do. Maybe you can say, I'm studying only the investors in Bangalore because of time constraint. Because I don't have time, I have only less time, so I'll be covering only the investors who are living in Bangalore, or investors living in Cochin, or in or you can you may be studying entire Kerala. You can write the limitation only Kerala state is being studied. Other states are not covered only because of time constraint. Or it can be, you can ask, you can write that the whatever the findings you are giving or findings what you're doing cannot be generalized to other cities, or the findings what you're doing for your project cannot be generalized to, say, some other city, maybe New Delhi or maybe Ahmedabad or Hyderabad. You cannot generalize because it is only specifically for Bangalore city. So these are your limitations. Maybe time limitation, maybe the findings cannot be generalized because it is only for specific area and specific respondents. Okay, so let us write the limitation of your project. And then chapter scheme. Your chapter scheme is very simple. I'll just show you. The content page is given to you. The content page itself is your chapter scheme. That means what you're going to write in each chapter, you have to write. So chapter 1 will be introduction. Chapter 2 will be review and literature and design of the study. Third will be organization study. Fourth will be your research results, analysis and discussions. And fifth will be summary of findings and suggestions. So you have to write each chapter, just to write 1 or 2 lines, what I want to do in each chapter, what will be covering in each chapter you have to mention. So these 5 chapters you have to just write there, that will become your summary of your chapters. That will become your chapter scheme. Did you understand? Yes or no, students? Chapter scheme, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the same 5 chapters what I said now, those things you have to write, just you have to mention first chapter what you're going to study. You can just write 1 or 2 lines. Let's see now. Is it clear? And then the proposal should be in A4 size paper, 1 inch margin on all the sides. Is it clear? So it's a very small document containing of 5 to 9 page only. Okay, so you can prepare it. But many students you are not sent it. And then your all this is here. You can go through it. What type of it should be A4 size, margin should be 1.5. Okay, and the font and font size is clearly mentioned here. You have to use only Times New Roman, and for the heading you have to use 14 size, and for the body and for other things you can use 12, and for subheading you can use 13 font size. For section headings and subheading you can use 13, and the body content of your project should be 12 only. 12 should be your font size. Okay. So everything is given. You just please read it. Everything is clearly mentioned. Okay. What has to be done and what has to be included in your proposal and your project report. Did you understand now? This is proposal. Yes or no? Kindly reply.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So all of you prepare, no? Can all of you please on the video? Let me just interact. I'm not able to see whether you are there or no. All of you? Yeah, still 2 are missing. I think Mega joined. Mega, when did you join? Still 2 are missing. Who are those? Million is there. I think one more is missing. One more. Who is he? Who is one more student who is missing? Totally we have 17. No? Okay. Did you understand this is proposal or any doubt you have? How to prepare proposal? Yeah, please unmute and talk. All of you, please talk. Please unmute and talk. Martin, Shivaranjani, Manasa, please on your video. Albin, understood how to prepare research proposal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But when to submit, sir?
Already submission date is over. It's only you have to submit. It's already late. You have to submit in Google Scholar, the Google Classroom. You all of you joined, right? Google Classroom, there you have to submit. Already I created one activity. In that activity, click on that. It will help you to update. You have to upload your PDF. Okay. Any doubt in research proposal? All of you understood, right?
Yes, sir.
Jojo? Jojo, did you understand?
Sir.
Yeah, did you understand? Shivaranjani? Yeah, I really want to appreciate Shivaranjani. Except Shivaranjani, nobody has submitted the proposal. Okay, so all of you please give a round of applause to Shivaranjani. Yeah, but I think there are some mistakes are there. Anyways, I gave the corrections to her. Anyways, anybody is preparing for first time, mistakes will be there. But I told her, Shivaranjani, you are working on the corrections, no? I can't hear. Okay, I think she's having some network issue. We can't hear you, Shivaranjani. Surandani, can you unmute? Okay. Okay, so all of you will prepare, right? See, those who have not got the companies, listen here. The moment you get, okay, you just confirm immediately whether they will give the project or you have to choose a project. Or else, my suggestion is start selecting the topics. Chaitra, Vasala, Archana, and who else who didn't get the project? Yashwant Kumar. So all four of you at least select 5 topics and please message me. Okay? Please select 5 topics and please message me, and it can be done in the second data. Select and send it to me. I will go through it and tell you which topic you can do. Is it clear? So that
Yes, sir.
start your project. Your internship may be delayed, but your project you can start. The first step of your project is research proposal. So you can start preparing your research proposal. Okay, you start preparing research proposal, and in case company says, I will give one topic, you do that only, then you can change this one. You can change your proposal. Is it fine? I don't think any company, what you're going to get now, they will give project, 99% they not give. So you have to do a freelance only. So please prepare your proposal. Understood, Ashwar? Vasala, Archana, Chaitra.
Yes, sir.
So start preparing. Please send me at least 5 topics. In that, I will tell you what topic you can do. And please start working on your proposal. Don't wait till you get the company. Understood? And others, why you are not sending proposal? Can you please tell me?